So Congressman Steve Scalise is in critical condition still. He has had to undergo a third surgery. One report indicated that he almost bled out on the field. And so the situation is far more critical than anyone originally expected. Donald Trump actually tweeted out that it's far worse than people expected and that he's in trouble, quote, trouble. And it appears that this may be the case. And so everyone is waiting to see how Scalise actually fares after the attack that occurred at the practice baseball game on yesterday morning. One of the individuals who, the Capitol police officers who was shot and injured in the incident, David Bailey, he was already released, and you can see him here pitching, or he's getting ready to do the first pitch at the game that went ahead as scheduled. And so he's being the honorary first pitch thrower to a thunderous applause. And you can see it's actually almost a jam-packed stadium. A lot of people turned out in support of the congressman, in support of, in many regards, just in support of America. And so the officer, David Bailey, that you see there at center field threw out the first pitch for the game. And so we are waiting to see the condition of Representative Scalise to see if he makes a recovery. And then we'll discuss, without question, we'll discuss who he actually is. And I think that we have the ability to want him to recover and to wish him well, but also hold in context what happens when he recovers. And it's not just him. There's many actions that will be taking place, that will take place at the hands of the Republican Party that will be detrimental. And the first order of business, really, for Congress, for the Republican caucus in Congress, is to gut health care. And the irony, the sad irony, is that Scalise is getting the best care he can possibly hope to get at the hands of some of the best doctors in the world, without fear of losing his house or his home, going bankrupt because of all of the medical expenses that he would incur having to go through a surgery like this, or go through 3 surgeries like he's gone through without health care, without insurance. And the reality of it is that we're getting ready to move into a phase where the Senate is going to vote on a bill that will increase the number of people without access to insurance or without insurance by 24 million Americans. And this is something that Scalise has supported dramatically. Now, also, 2 of the officers, and you have to ask yourself the question, when is the appropriate time to mention who this man really is? He has self-identified as the David Duke without the baggage. David Duke, who was once the Grand Imperial Wizard Dragon, whatever they call themselves, of the Ku Klux Klan. And he considers, Scalise announced to the world that he believes that he's the David Duke without the baggage. The irony of him being saved, and rightfully so, the 2 duty-bound officers who carried out their duties with honor and heroically were 2 African-American officers, one who was an LGBTQ officer. And the irony of it is that Scalise has voted many times on issues that were detrimental to both African Americans and the LGBTQ community. So the irony there, the sad and twisted irony, can't go unstated. But nevertheless, we still wish him well and hope that he comes through this 3rd surgery and this entire recovery successfully, so that when he does return, he will return. We'll leave it at that.